Hello everyone, this is me, Jack, talking to you almost live on YouTube. Now you will know me for doing my music videos, if you will, or songs every week. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to demo to you a piece of technology which I think is absolutely incredible. In fact, we may end up demoing 2 or 3 pieces of technology in this one little corner of YouTube. Very recently, the Sky network here in the UK enabled their boxes to translate all on-screen, well, almost all on-screen text into speech, synthetic speech. Or, if you will, in the blind world, they put a screen reader on their Sky Q boxes. This is a massive step forward for anyone with a visual impairment or with no sight at all, somebody who is totally blind. Although at this point the speech doesn't read every single bit of on-screen text, let's get that out of the way. You can't order anything via Sky Box Office or use some of the pay-per-view services that Sky are linked with. You can quite easily navigate the TV guide, basic settings, and most important of all, you can record programs. The speech is a little bit delayed at the moment because it's done via Google, I think. In fact, when it first came out, Andre Louis did a great demo of it, and this isn't to compete with his demo or anything else. This is just from another person's perspective. I think at the time Andre had only been using the thing for a few days. I waited to do this review myself to just get used to how everything works, and I'm going to have a stab at it now. It's not going to be anything ridiculously fancy, but let's jump in and I'll give you my perspective of it, and at the end talk about some ways I think Sky could possibly improve the remarkable work that they've done already. So first things first, let's switch on the television. I'm using the Samsung, I think it's the D40 or Q40 TV, which also happens to have speech on it. So
TV speaker.
So young.
You'll notice my box is already switched on. The speech does not speak until your box is turned on, but I'll switch mine off. It's on ITV because I was watching that some point last night. So I've switched my box off and it's now in standby mode. So if I press the top left button on the Sky Q remote to turn on the box, with a bit of luck the speech should...
Menu. Press up or down for different categories.
There you go. It jumps into life right there. I'll tell you how to enable the speech for yourself towards the end of this video. So the first thing we get is home. What I'm going to do is press the home button, and I'm going to find a channel with no audio on it, just so that you can hear the speech better. So we'll go to BBC 4, because I know that's closed at the moment. And if I press the menu button, which is fairly easy to find on the Sky Q remote control, it's literally just below the circle of arrow keys, and that circle has the select button right in the middle of it. Looks a bit like a jammy dodger. So if we press that home button, which is quite a large chunky button, first option is home. If we down arrow,
TV guide,
very important option there, because
press right or select to choose.
That will tell you exactly what programs are on when. Down arrow again,
recordings, 3 of 14, press right or select to choose.
Now that's another very important option, because if you've recorded a program, that's where you'll find it, and you'll find that pressing right arrow to access the menu or select is a bit of a recurring theme.
Catch up TV, 4 of 14.
Catch up, that's kind of self-explanatory.
On demand.
On demand, this is where you'll find all your Sky box sets and so forth, if you've got that service enabled. And we may even test that out. We'll test some of these for sure.
Cinema.
Sky Cinema, that allows you to purchase films.
Sky Store.
Sky Store, same applies.
Press right. Sports.
Sports, this is
8
where
to
you'll find
14.
your box
Press
office
right or select to
events.
choose.
That part is not fully accessible yet.
Kids.
Kids,
9 of 4. Music.
music,
Apps.
apps,
11 of 14. Press right or select. Settings.
settings,
12 of 14. Help.
help,
My account.
and my account. Well, we're going to
14
leave
of
that one
14.
well alone.
Pre-
I'm just going to concentrate on the
Music,
options that I
kids,
think
Sports.
you as a Sky customer
Store.
are most likely to use.
Sky Cinema.
So
On demand.
let's go
5 of
to the
14.
TV
Press
guide
right or
if
select.
you want to find out what's
3
on
of
when
14.
today.
Press right or select to choose.
And while we're here, I'll also show you how to record a program.
TV guide.
So we're into the TV guide.
TV guide. Press up or down for different genres. Press left to go back. All channels.
And we're
5 of
presented
19.
with a
Press
list of
right or
categories,
select to
all
choose.
channels.
Catch up.
I'm using the down
HD.
arrow to go through these
7 of
options.
+1. Documentaries. Kids. Movies. Sports. News. 13 of 19. Press right or select.
Okay.
Entertainment. Music. Shopping. Religion. International. Adult.
So that noise, that funny little noise, means we've reached the bottom of the menu. You can't go any further. So these menus wrap, if you like. I'm going to go back up the list
International.
to
Religion. Shopping.
the option
Music.
that I want.
15 of 9. Entertainment.
In this case,
News. 13 of 19. Sports.
sports. And I can hear the
12 of
collective
19.
groans
Press
of
right or select to choose.
some people already. Now, you've got two ways of accessing this. You can press select or you can press right arrow. I'm going to press right arrow.
Sports. Press up, down, left or right to navigate through the TV guide. Sky Speed Main EVHD 401. Select to view in Mini TV. Press right for upcoming programs.
Okay, so I'll just let it spiel on there so you could hear everything. So, with the up and down arrow keys, we can cycle through all the different sports channels. With the right arrow, we can go forward and backwards with the left arrow to see what programs are on when. I'm going to down arrow quite a bit here because there's a specific program that I want to locate.
Sky Speed New. Eurosport 18. Eurosport 28. Premier 1. BT Sport. BT Sport.
Yeah,
Sky
still a way to
Speed
go.
Sky Speed Nick. BT Sport 3. MUTV 8. Free Sports. BT
Now, one
Sport
thing to
ESPN,
note with the Sky TV
423.
guide,
Select to
whether
view in
you
Mini
have
TV.
these channels
Press
or
right for
not,
upcoming
they will
programs.
still be listed. So just because a channel appears in your TV guide does not mean you have access to it. To be fair, if you click on a channel that you don't have, you will be told straight away. So let's
Around the Horn.
find the program that
Pardon the
I want to
interruption.
record.
ESPN's MLB Cubs at Braves. Starts at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Duration 3 hours. Subtitles. MLB action as Atlanta Braves
And
and
the
Chicago
batteries
Cubs
are
face off at
Running
SunTrust
low on
Park.
my remote control,
Select
so
and choose MLB.
it's not
Cubs
doing
at
what I
Braves.
want it to do.
Press R to record. ESPN FC present.
You
ESPN
actually
Sport.
heard what I'm going to do there.
MLB
So
caps up. Live MLB athletics at Rays. Starts at 6 p.m. Duration
we don't
3
want that.
hours.
So
Subtitles.
we move on. You can
Action
tell I
from
haven't
Major
looked at
League
this yet,
Baseball
can
as
you?
Tampa Bay Rays host Oakland
Yeah,
Athletics
okay.
at Tropicana Field.
Sometimes
ESPN FC
it will
presents
get
Gavin
stuck
Jules.
and it will
Starts at
yak
Pardon
on
the interruption.
without
NHL Toronto at Montreal.
you taking
Starts at 10 p.m.
any action.
Duration,
It will
2
just
hours.
carry on and on
Subtitles.
until
Ice
you
hockey
actually
action as Montreal Canadiens
do
host
something.
Toronto
But I found the
Maple
program
Leafs
I
in
want.
The NHL at Centre Bell. Select to choose NHL Toronto at Montreal. Press R to record.
Now, I don't actually know what will happen if you press select on it. The program's not on until 10 o'clock, so you can't obviously watch it. It may set a reminder in your Sky Planner. I don't know if that's accessible. But what I want to do is record this program, and it said press R to record. So the R button, or record button if you will, is 2 rows down from the home button. So big chunky home button is literally right below the down arrow in the circle of 4. Then you've got a row of 4 buttons here. The one on the left is your volume up on your remote control. That may not work depending on your TV. Then you've got 2 other buttons in the middle. I don't know what they are. And then the one next to it is your channel up and down button. So we're going to go down into the next row, which consists of 3 buttons, which is volume down, record, and channel down. I'm going to press this record button here. Now, what I would like to see is some indication that that's actually worked. Maybe a beep, maybe some sort of audible notification from the screen reader, just to let you know that you've actually recorded that program. By the way, if you record something by accident,
Pardon the interruption. NHL,
let's go back
Toronto
to that
and
program,
Montreal.
the NHL.
Starts at 10 p.m. Duration 2 hours. Subtitles. Ice hockey action as Montreal Canadiens host Toronto Maple Leafs in the NHL at Centre Bell. Select to choose NHL, Toronto and Montreal. Press R to cancel recording.
You can cancel the recording just by pressing that record button for a second time, which is what I'm going to do, because none of my teams are playing in that game. And let's just select on it and see what happens.
NHL, Toronto and Montreal.
Okay.
Press left for menu, right for options, down for categories. Record.
So we've got
One of 2.
a list of
Select to
options
choose.
here,
NHL,
Record.
Toronto and other showings.
and other
2 of
showings.
2.
You can
Select
access
to
those
choose.
with the right arrow. If I press left,
Record.
we go back.
BT
And if I
Sports
press left again, we're
ESPN,
back to the main channel menu.
423.
So that's what happens there. You don't necessarily have to use the record button. You can just select on it
Around the horn.
and record it like that. Let's press
Tomorrow,
home.
12 a.m. Notification. No programs are currently being broadcast on
Yeah,
this channel.
we're back on BBC4 and there's nothing being broadcast. Let me show you how to access a program that you've recorded. So if I press the menu button again, the big chunky menu button, as I keep
Main
calling
menu.
it because it
Press
is,
up. TV guide.
and
Recordings.
we'll go to recordings.
3 of 14.
We'll press select
Press
on
right
that.
or recordings. Press up or down for different categories. Press left to go back. Most recent.
Okay.
1 of 8.
So we've
Press
got
right or select
8
to choose.
options here. Most recent is the first one.
Continue.
If we down arrow,
2 of
continue.
8. Press
So
right or
if you've
select
had to
choose.
stop watching a program for whatever reason, you can go back and continue it very easily.
Sort by.
Sort by,
Scheduled.
scheduled, that tells
4 of
you
8.
programs
Press
that
right
are
or
going to be
select
recorded.
Purchases.
Purchases,
Rentals.
rentals,
Manage.
manage,
Set. Adult.
and
8
adult.
of 8. Press right.
I don't know why that has a separate option, but it does. And again, we're right back down to the bottom of the menu. So let's go back up
Rentals. Sort by.
and
Continue.
we'll go to
Most recent.
recent. I'm just going to pick a
Most
program at
recent.
random here.
Grid of items. Press up, down, left, or
Now
right
this
to
menu
navigate.
is a grid,
Bullseye. 16 episodes.
which I don't particularly
Select to view
like,
all episodes.
because
Column 1 of 4,
the way the
row
columns
1,
are
select to
sorted,
choose.
you cycle through them with the left, right, up and down arrow keys, which is very confusing.
Who wants to
at
be
times.
a millionaire?
I'm just going through
Family Guy.
this first column of recordings
New viewpoint.
with the right arrow, and we've come to the end of that column, so I'll press left arrow again
Bullseye.
to get back to bullseye.
16 episodes. Select
Um,
Dad's Army. 8 episodes.
Dad's Army,
Select to view
that's
all
there.
episodes. Outnumbered. 7 live UFC Fight Night prelims. Live boxing. Bentley v Cash.
I'll tell you what, we'll use this.
Duration
So
4 hours and 33
I'll just
minutes.
press select on that.
Series live boxing. Bentley v Cash. Press left for menu, right for options, down for categories. Continue.
Now I've been
1 of
watching
6,
this already,
select to
so the
choose.
first option
Live
is
boxing,
continue.
Bentley v delete.
Normally it would
2
be play.
Watch from start.
As you can
3 of
see,
6, select
there is
to
a watch
choose.
from start option if you use your right arrow.
Remove series link. Keep.
I've set this to record
5 of 6.
all
Select
episodes of
choose.
live boxing, so there's a series
Continue.
link on there. But what
1
I'll
of
do is I'll
6.
just go to
Select
continue,
choose.
press select,
Wasn't wasting shots.
straight into the program. It's as simple as that.
Now,
Now, if you wanted to get back to your previous channel, all you do is press right arrow
Last channel. Select to watch.
and press
BBC
select.
4 HD.
Now,
Notification.
if you
No
don't want the
programs
hassle
are
of going
currently
through the
being
TV
broadcast
guide
on
and
this
you want to go to a channel
Notification.
and see
No
what's
programs
going to
are
be coming up
currently being
next,
broadcast on this channel.
simply go to the channel you want. In this case, I'm going to go to Challenge TV, if the remote will work.
Who may have any information.
And I've gone to the wrong channel.
Thank you, Helena Wilkinson there. Internet.
You'll save a bomb, but guess who came into the tent in the morning?
Yeah, sometimes this happens, the speech is kind
A
of
cow. Like
crashed.
my
I'm not
face
going to
before
edit
I
this
woke up.
out though, because I want you to see
War II veteran. Appearing via video link, Mr. Navalny looked
exactly
thin after
how
a hunger strike, but
this
he showed
works
it
when the thing goes kaput. So
That is some going.
Main menu.
I'm just going to press
up or
menu
down
here
for
to get the
different
speech back. Then I'll press home,
BBC 2 HD. 102.
Do you know what, we'll use this
Snooker
channel.
World Championship.
because there's snooker on and that's
Select
nice
to
and
view the
quiet.
Mini TV guide.
So you've heard we're on BBC Two, and it says select to use Mini TV Guide. If we do that,
The sport here in Sheffield.
6.
There's a qualifier this year.
need to change the batteries in this.
Mini TV guide. Press
there we
up
go.
and down for channels. Press left for menu. Press right for programs.
So the menu
BBC 2 HD.
is explained
102.
beautifully there.
Snooker World Championship.
Use the up
Starting
and down
at 1
arrows
PM.
in the circle
Duration, 5 hours.
to go through your
Video
channels.
format HD. Subtitles.
We'll
Live
stay on
coverage of the
BBC
first
Two.
semi-final
It's
of the
giving me a load of
2021 World
spiel
Snooker
about
Championship.
the program
Press
that's on
R
at
to
the moment,
record series.
which is
Press
World
R again to
Championship
record
Snooker.
once.
I'm not going to
Dismiss
record
to
that.
close.
Let's right arrow and see what else is going to be on BBC Two today.
Richard Osman's House of Games.
Oh, I like that.
Starts at 6 p.m.
Don't remember to
Duration
watch that.
30 minutes. Video format HD. Subtitles 84.
Now remember, this is a mini
Jamelia,
TV guide,
Susan
so it
Calman,
won't show
Gareth
you
Malone and Paul Martin
the whole
test
day.
the general knowledge
In
of
fact, I'm going
Great
to show you
British Railway Journeys.
what happens when you've
Starts
exhausted
at
the mini
6:30
TV guide.
p.m. Duration. Snooker World Championship.
Pretty predictable, to be honest.
Starts at 7
More
p.m.
snooker later.
Duration. Great British Menu.
Well,
Saved by a Stranger. Mock the Week. Mandy. Starts at
get the black.
Newsnight.
It does actually
Starts at
give you
10:45
the
p.m.
times of these
Duration.
programs as well, but I'm
Weather.
skipping through it
Starts at 11.
Hold the
Snooker.
because I'm
World
literally just
Championship
cycling
highlights.
through to see what's on.
Climate change.
Plenty of
adding
snooker,
on the front line. Starts at 12:20 a.m. TV guide. Select to
So when
choose.
you've finished, it'll just say TV guide, and again we hear our good old
98.
noise. So I'll press home, and we're back to the main screen. So that, my friends, is my demonstration of the talking feature on the Sky Q box, and here's how you enable it. You need your software to be absolutely up to date to do this, and you will need sighted assistance if you're totally blind or you don't have enough sight to see your TV screen. There are instructions on Google which are much more precise than the ones I'm going to give you, but basically what you will do is go into your menu, go into settings, and update your system software for your Skybox in System Info. This takes roughly 20 minutes depending on your internet connection. When that's done, you go into settings again and into accessibility. You should then see an option that says enable voice guidance, and you get somebody to turn that on for you, and that will enable the screen reader. If you have a Sky Voice remote though, you can use that to just say enable voice guidance. This can be customized. You can turn the hints off and stuff like that. To be honest, the hints aren't that much of a problem unless you're changing channels, and then it reads the whole search and scan thing, which is that little bit of text that comes up every time you change channel. So basically you get the blurb for each program. So for example, when I tuned into BBC Two there, it told me the time, the current time, It told me what the program was, World Championship Snooker, and then it gave some information on the proceedings for that program, and I think we're up to the semi-finals, which is what it said. And it also gave me the option to choose the mini TV guide before I forget. We didn't explore the settings because, frankly, I've got my box customised the way I want it, and I don't really want to piddle about with it too much and mess everything up, which is easy to do, as with any piece of technology. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I think you'll agree it's a great step forward in technology. If you are looking into perhaps switching from Freeview to Sky Television, or if you didn't have a television before and now you're thinking of doing so, I would highly recommend it. If you're going to make the most of the service and you're going to watch television, there's a plethora of channels available to suit all interests. I don't work for Sky in any way. They're not paying me to do this demonstration. What I can say, though, is I've been a loyal customer of Sky since 2007, and they have a great customer service team as far as accessibility goes, at least for the television. And if it's something you're interested in, give them a call on their sales number, which is 03442 414141. At least that's the number I use. There may be another number that you can use to get straight through the sales team, or if you'd sooner do the whole thing online, just go to sky.com, and when your engineer comes, ask him to enable the audio description service, which is also available and has been for some time on Sky, and also enable your voice guidance for you, because it's just easier. So there's my demonstration. I hope you've got something out of it. As I say, I think they could do with some sort of notification to let you know that your program's been recorded. I think there should be an option to turn off some of the hints a little easier. I think that option should be made a little easier to do. I didn't really say that very well. I think that should be made quicker and easier to do. And if possible, I don't know if this will be possible somewhere down the line, some sort of nice hotkey to be able to turn the speech on and off. I know with the Samsung TVs, if you press the volume and channel up and down buttons together, you can literally flick the speech on and off. It will be a nice thing to do with the Skybox as well, particularly if you've got visitors over and you want to change channels in a hurry. But it's also a good way to impress visitors and show them that you can navigate Sky just as easily as they can, if not quite as quickly just yet. I'd also say watch this space, because there will be future updates and this service will only get better, I think, as time goes on. Thanks for listening, folks. I hope you got something out of it. Any comments, keep them constructive if they're negative, and if they're positive, then that's even better. Hit like or subscribe. Either like this video or subscribe to the channel for all my music stuff. I may do some more demos like this if this is well received. And again, thanks for taking the time to have a listen. Take care.